and welcome back to the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar. My guest today, Michael Mays. Really excited to have Michael on the air because honestly, technology is such a fuzzy fog that nobody really understands it, and his company specializes in clearing the fog, maybe even collaborating with the client to create the success that they want. Would that be about right?
I would say that's on target.
Okay, so I want to get into who's your ideal client? Who are you guys really trying to reach?
Well, here at Networking Results, or NetRez, we like to be called NetRez as well, our real focus is on the companies. The more with less syndrome is here, thank goodness. It's a blessing in many ways. We want to make sure companies are getting the best return on their employees, on all the tools that they have. Technology is no different. So our best client are companies that want to make sure and return that best value on technology. It's not always about the cheapest price. It's actually about getting a return on that technology at the end game. Right. Sometimes that means spending a little bit more to take an investment that's going to last that much longer. To give an example, a company I'm working with right now called on us. They were another referral, called on us to help them with regard to a security issue. They were worried about the exposure of public relations, et cetera, if something were to happen. They didn't want to be in the limelight if something did occur. So we did analyze them. They did have some exposures. We very easily, it wasn't, I probably shouldn't say this, it wasn't magic. It was simply implementing some tools that made perfect sense for that solution. At the same time, we analyzed how they were operating productivity-wise, and with almost 100 employees, we saw that there were systems issues that very quickly we were able to address, and immediately, within 3 or 4 weeks' time, improved their technology performance. They were getting more productivity out of their existing employees, didn't have to increase them. It was an immediate return on their bottom line. So to answer your question, the companies I'm looking for, we're heavily focused in North Texas, but we reach well beyond that. We have clients that have offices in different parts of the world, but our heaviest focus is in the United States. A lot of our work is done remotely through the internet, through technology. Mm-hmm. So we do
actually eat your own dog food.
We do eat our own dog food. We love that phrase too. We do eat our own dog food. But we're looking for those companies that do want to make sure their technology is providing that value, such that they're spending money on something, again, and it's overstated, but it's about value. It's bringing their employees to a point where their employees, most expensive line item they have, 99% of the time, that they're getting that productivity out of their employees.
Well, and you're unique about that. I mean, you personally are really unique in the focus that everything you do has the sight on the ROI.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Everything you do and everything you're presenting to a client is with the ROI in mind, so that they know there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train.
Let's hope not, right?
Yeah, well, but when you engage with somebody, what's the beginning process? And really, how do you want people to connect to you? I'll even ask you now on the show. How do you want people to connect to you, and then what's their experience from that step forward?
Well, how we initially engage with clients once they reached out to us is typically through the assessment I mentioned. We want to make sure and analyze what they have. In some cases, the right fit for us and the clients to say, you know what, we're not a fit, and let's refer you to someone that's going to be a better fit. That's phase one. As far as reaching out to us, our website is always available, obviously, technology again, at networkingresults.com. I can be reached at my phone number, 817-575-6230, extension 123, or on email, mmays, M-M-A-Y-E-S, at networkingresults.com. I prefer all of them because obviously it's whoever is contacting me, whatever makes the most sense for them. But ultimately, that assessment is so important. Nobody's the same as someone else. In fact, a 50-employee company in professional services is different than the next 50-employee company in professional services. So we want to treat every company as its own individual, analyze what makes sense for them, and again, as you said, it's over time. But I think one thing that is critical to remind our clients is that every 90 days, 180 days, whatever fits their need, we want to make sure and have what we call our business review meetings with them, get our head out of the weeds and just talk about how things are running. One, what are we doing well for them? We want to tell our team, hey, keep doing this. Okay, we got to ask the question, is there anything we could improve on? Tell us, please, because then we can improve on it. But thirdly, keeping clients in that communication process and keeping them abreast as technology does change is an important way to make them realize We have their best interests in mind every time, all the time. Do what's right for the customer, no matter what.
Well, and that's your culture, though. I mean, that's
It is.
Something that you guys are really big on, is that you're going to do right by the customer, kind of even to your hurt. If that means defer, like you said earlier, or if whatever it takes, you're going to do right by them.
Absolutely, because again, living that creed, doing what's right the first time, every time. Yeah, you're going to lose some opportunities, but at the end of the day, you're going to serve your client the best, and they're going to tell everybody about it.
That's right. That's right. And I know you guys do a lot in referrals. Well, as we're coming up to the next break, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Mike, for being on the show. I would encourage you to get in touch with Net Results.
Networking Results.
Networking Results. And it's netres.com.
Networkingresults.com.
Networkingresults.com. Anyways, get in touch with Mike. He can kind of clear the fog, make you guys more productive, more profitable. And that's really the key to the game. This is the Business Spotlight.